Hello, I'm Margaret Workman, Warponie Art. I wanted to read to you the poem that I wrote, The Great Guitar on a Hill. The great guitar used to play. It used to say what we long to hear. Why won't you take it out and strum it once? Don't we want to again hear? Didn't you say that you wanted to play? Now all of the others get to hear you today. What about tomorrow? Remember yesterday? No, this time we didn't borrow. You always borrowed. I always played for you. But now there is no time. I do not have time to stay and take care of your play and your desire for me to stay. Go away. I don't want your way. I don't need you today. I don't want to entertain you. Why do I have to be available to stay? Why have you trapped me? Can't you see? I don't belong here. You don't own me. You only enjoy me when I play the great guitar. Please look past our needs to see me. The guitar never leaves. It has always been there for me, for you, for us. The great guitar on a hill. Who else is going? Your other friends and all of your family except one. Oh, why? Well, this person wasn't invited and never will be. We have kept that person away from you. Oh no, what will you do? We laugh at you and your Terry. We get to keep you and your do and to-do list. This person never pleased us, and we took you away. We helped you to sail away to a different shore so that person couldn't keep you. It will never hear you. It will never hug you or sing you to sleep again. She cannot bargain to feed you or clothe you or hold you. We hold you for us. We feed you for us. We work you for us. You can't leave on a bus. Who will calm the whispers in our minds and behind the blinds? We stalked you. We kept you. She cannot run to find you. She cannot wish to teach you about love. We are quite above. We are all that you need until you bleed, and then years after. You will never return there from your rafter to see her, the great guitar on a hill. We took your desire to play. You will never stay in the day of rest. We get to search your body, mind, and soul. You will always have this bowl that we shove down your throat. Do not play, do not believe. You will only grieve all of those memories we took you away from and showed you a different way. We are your family. We dare you not to see how we are the ones who have you and take you and make you in this tree now be filled with glee. What about the great guitar? Oh, you don't have time to be with that form, only to clean our dorm. It is never a storm, only a dark dungeon full of fear and misery. We took you away, now enjoy. It's always to our benefit. We have made you believe that our benefit is your benefactor. Where is Mr. Sheaves? The guitar on a hill has him. We walked there so easily. He thought himself so bereft while he was in our great presence. He left in the night. He has said that he didn't want to break our hearts, but we don't have a soul, only organs. I know you want our organ to grow, and we make you blow around in the wind, but it's only a fan in the dungeon. It's not a storm. Only the great guitar on a hill is in the true storm. Why are you speaking? Why did you interrupt? I am talking and breathing and in my grand attire. This suit tells you that I am speaking, but you are always wearing it. Yes, and you wear what I tell you to wear, or it is nothing, just like your plate. I don't have a plate. Exactly, my dear, exactly. You have to earn your plate, the plate of displeasure, the plate of fear, the plate of, no, we don't want you here until we do. The plate of no reason, the plate of discretion, the plate of I might love you, dear, and the plate of I want you here, be a dear and shut up. Please do not talk, only do me a favor and tell him about the great guitar's disappearance. It never was. They speak of it like it's the law, but the disappearing act becomes evident in Act 3 or 4, or maybe it was Act 12 then, when you are sucked in and they have your money on a plate for the new shiny blue robe behind the mask, behind the wall. No one hears you while you are in that stall under the shawl. Do you think that you know? Go ahead and show your great big head and feet so the doctor can sit next to you. Say, ah. You will be okay one day. You will understand one day. That will be the only thing left to pretend. Why are you always here, always near and mocking me? Every word, every phrase from you tells me now that you hate me and how I exist. How do I exist? I guess to bother you and yours. Why was I created? To tell you to go elsewhere. You know where. Do you think that place exists? I do. I believe it exists, but not the other, not the good. Only the bad. Only the sad day in hell will I ever see, even before I leave this earth. This earth has proven to be a failure. What about Christmas or the other holidays? They have been canceled for almost how many years? I guess everyone has a different opinion. Those people on television live at the same address as me. They look happy, but you see, they extort that money just like I do. They wonder, like I do, if it is okay. Is it really extortion? I lie all the time, anyway, about myself not being on that ugly shelf or the fat shelf. What about food? What about love? What about gas money or water or myself or you self? They are my daily life if I can find them. I could live in that tent that I found in the dumpster, where I also found all of that copy paper. What a useless day. I'm sending that copy paper to hell. The tent has a whole lot of nothing, full of motor oil and trash. What did it look like before? It is red and blue, and then full of motor oil. How brash. I did see some torn up tortillas that were mushy. Is that why they threw away the tent? All of those damaged tortillas? The motor oil is normally thrown into tents, inside and out. Did you know that the great guitar used to speak and talk and walk and laugh? It was blue and gray with strings attached, unlatched, and known to all. It was sure a ball. Now the music is empty, the guitar never plays. It became invisible and quiet. It does not speak or tell me what to do, and it isn't next to that shoe. Remember, the guitar used to sit next to a brown shoe that kept it upright? The shoe finally left the house, and the guitar was laid on its side, forgotten, and then it disappeared. How can we revive it? Do I have to ask someone for help with that idea? Do I have to have permission? Does someone important have to say that we should do that and that it's a good idea? What if that person is an alcoholic? People's in those steeples, I am telling you. Then it will never be done because their fun is in their own private closet. That closet only has room for 2 to 3 people stuffed in there. I will not be getting permission. What should we play? What song is available? What song is popular? You decide. We can decide. What should we decide? Well, I want fries. Okay, I think I'm going to read The Fault Under the Glass and the Zombies That Lived Under Their House. Because I wrote that and I put all of these together thinking they kind of go together. But I didn't write them to be together in the first place. Okay, again, this is The Fault Under the Glass and the Zombies That Lived Under Their House. No one liked that house made of glass. It was destructive and full of punitive disease. Oh yes, please. I agree with this grievous way that we didn't give a hey. I'll say aye against this mysterious house, the house made of glass. Didn't people say that the zombies stay in that house full of disease? We say that. Can't we say that? Why shouldn't we decide? For once a decision will be made about that situation. How many times have we never received any bling bling from the right wing or the left shing-lingy? The situation has been shipped out of control. We have been left bereft because they have a cleft. Oh, doesn't it seem that way? Oh, won't you stay? Don't you agree we can decide with anticipation and glee how they don't matter to thee or thine, you and me? We can decide for them and their hem of unsown dignity, it seems, their unsung wasteland of heresy and dismay. To you and us as well, how can one tell? You have the indecency to ask thine. Just be looking and judging and eventually dismantling because of our jealous, occultal shenanigans. We have been shanghaied. We have no teeth left, and our cheeks have holes. Our bones are disintegrating, and our hair is all pulled out. They even stole one of my booties. The other one is on display on my foot, though I myself put it on this foot, and now I am plain. But I don't like the accountability of saying that I made the choice to put just one sock on my own foot. So much displeasure, and fortunately it's their fault, and they are at that fault line that is huge and in the earth waiting to separate, but it's right under the glass house. Why will you not agree with me, with us? We all have to be on this ruination bus all together. Protection equals joy. Oh boy, the ruination bus of decision. Our decision of how people live, how they dream. They dream for us, not themselves. They work for us, not themselves. They are continually installed and instilled in life by us, not themselves. They were born to us, not themselves. We get to choose what they like and how they think. We are on the brink of this joy. Oh boy. Now spread the word. Be a bird and spread the word about that glass house. We can say terrible lies, untruth, and decay. We can say it in a way that puts our crimes onto them, so they are falsely accused, falsely at fault over that fault that is under the glass house. But they won't agree to house false. But they won't agree to house false crimes. They are your real-life crimes. No, we say they will. We just have to feed them that pill. They won't agree to your false will, young Bill of hate from last century. No, we say they will. We claim ill will for us and you from them. Are you in? We can claim they are zombies that came from that random hill. But the zombiehood came from your group. Isn't that your daily soup? For your whole group? Aren't you proud of that daily moop shoop? They won't take it on and then be expected to play that hoop with all of you moop shoops. No, we say they will because we say that we are in charge of the zombies in that glass house. The glass barge that sails and floats at our will and instruction. Yes, that barge. Okay, Sarge? Who gets the bill? Put it on that windowsill full of pain. Ha ha ha. We are insane and in love with ourselves. We ignite hate, fear, and madness, falsehood and confusion. Oh dear, look at my legion. What is that blue mixture of fusion? It is for our parasites that are inside that mission, our current home that you never actually built or drew the schematic for. Oh, what a bore. Yes, I know we bought those plans at the store and then left those, said the zombies, there to die with the rest of the evidence while we sealed the fence and then scaled the wall. We stand up for our right to have everything for nothing and to steal from other people's success. This gives us a needed and well-deserved buttress. Besides, we have the largest boots and suits that we have to use to break their glass house down. Please share that message to them from us because we have to get them to come around in agreement of their guilt for our sins. So we just say, okay, go to jail for our crimes and let us pillage your dimes while we look at the way we falsely shine as if it were true. Remember, we watch you with our precision metal while we starve and have to settle. We laugh at your disease and your rocket stove and kettle while we have a steak and nettle. We put you there so that we could quietly laugh at the control we have over you and your settle. Okay, will the zombies in the glass house believe what you tell them without proof? Or shall we find proof of your spoof? We have to convince them through censoring the information. Now we will not tell them the whole story. It is too gory. All they want to be is important, so we tell them their daily score, which is a lie made up by those given charge of daily statistics, convinced too of their unimportance by giving them a low score, so that the zombies who score low will be kicked out. But it's all a lie. Okay, now I'm going to read to you The Open Casket of the Dead Beat Society. Why has the election decided this? Society wanted this bliss of decay and matrimony. To society it was full of harmony, in which they sung with the whole choir, the choir so docile and made up, each pedestal full of the arch crocodile. It pretended to be with that once holy bonnet, full of butter and whey. But hey, what does it matter? The first, second, or the latter never got us to the clouds in the sky, with that golden hook so full of nothing sworn. Instead, we get to walk by the open casket with no form, only full of gaskets, muskets, holes, and smoke, of confusion and conformity. The poor man's casket without sides or a top, that could at least spin out of control and help us to be interested in the dead cathedral underneath those windpipes. What did this society, once full of clamor, have to sing and chatter about? What did it claim? What sort of steak were they eating? What sort of steak were we eating then? Now, as we look at this body full of dead bones, vines, and sticks, where the head of the slate bends and ticks off to the measurement of time, can we see what used to be in the society? What did the windpipes portray? How did this get exhumed, one asks. It just happened, another one says. No, it's always been dead and buried, just how we planned it to be, the last one chirped. The choir chimed in. Who? Bless them. One short one said, I just got here, ma'am, I am not to blame. And they all had to agree, but didn't, and decided to blame the deadness on the short one, since it complained. The short one didn't understand, and the rest thought it best. They all left the body of that society to rest. What it did was blow away into dust, and it spread its lust into the future. The short ones grew tall, while the casket dust was spread over every morsel of bread, and the casket head red. The whipping, dripping clock. Time stands still under a whipping, dripping clock, whipping us into submission at work, at school, and at home, in this wonderful society of ghouls and goblins who are allowed to torture us. They call us the tenures of society. Maybe we have tenure in this society. If so, why cannot we rise up and stop the madness that they portray over us? Why cannot we understand that we could do that 1 minute at a time? Instead, we are condoned to believe what they are feeding all of us, that they control society and therefore us. They say they control us through their dripping torture of us, of our very souls, through time and space and mathematics, the mathematical measurement of our spirits, dividing our spirits out among the masses of people, using the belief of prosperity and the conundrum of putting it back together as a form of confusion and brainwashing. Then we are elated and grateful when we agree to be used for our knowledge of doing that very thing for them, because their intelligence comes from nowhere else but their deteriorating brains and non-beating hearts that are so small they cannot be weighed or measured, not even to be told that they are found wanting by all of society that they say they are serving. In reality, we are serving that society, which is where we live, which turns out to be us. We are serving ourselves the clock that they are using to control us, and they use us to do that. Since the fall of man, life has been an institution with no love and only ordinances to control those institutions in order to make them successful houses of torturous whippings and drippings of bits of hate, until those drippings become our psychological death. The clock becomes our mothers and fathers, our loves that cannot love us back. We are trained to look to them for wisdom and security. What we get instead is pain and subjection, which we learn is the same. Again, I ask, why has the election decided this? Society wanted this bliss of decay and matrimony. Thank you for listening.